We've been talking about sort of what's happening both in the marketplace and also the real economy. You're seeing it in both your results, which were very positive, but of course, the market thinking that maybe in the future things were going to be even better than maybe you think. What is happening?
Etsy had a remarkable third quarter and gave a guide for the fourth quarter that we think is extremely robust. So we feel great about our fourth quarter guide. And let's remember the moment in time we're in. The fourth quarter of Etsy last year, we grew 111% in the fourth quarter of 2020. And remembering what the fourth quarter felt like, it was pretty awful for most people in the world. COVID cases were skyrocketing. Hospitalizations were skyrocketing. The world was in lockdown. And so people had very few choices. And in that moment, they turned to Etsy. Etsy was one of the few places that you could reliably buy online. Add to that there was stimulus and a ton of people buying masks. And the whole conversation since then has been, once the world reopens, how much of that will you lose? How much of that will you give up? And that was a fair thing to ask. Here we are entering the fourth quarter of 2021. People have multitudes more choice. They're moving all around and shopping anywhere they want. Mask sales are immaterial to Etsy. There's no stimulus, and we're guiding that we're going to be significantly up over fourth quarter of last year. That's a result that very few people would have predicted as recently as a few months ago. In fact, our guide at the midpoint says that we're going to grow in the fourth quarter 146% over where we were in the fourth quarter of 2019 before the pandemic. So what it shows is people had to turn to Etsy over the past year. They are choosing to come back even more as we move forward. And we think that's frankly remarkable.